Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome to today's video recording lesson. I hope all of you are safe at home, you're taking care of yourselves, right? Okay, and I know you're having fun, but we still need to do some work. So today we are doing the movies book 2, okay? And we are doing the listening test 3 part 3. So this is what you are looking at, these 2 pages. We're on page 50 and 51. Okay, pages 50 and 51. Can you see that? Okay, so I know you've finished the test, so now we need to do the correction. Okay, all right. We're not going to waste time because we have a lot of work to do, and please, you need to write down all the information. You need to write down information on 2 pages. One under the picture and one next to or under the word. Okay, and I will have it on the board, so you should copy and be careful when you copy. You need to pay attention to tense on both the pages, okay, and spelling. Do you know what is tense? Tense is past tense, present tense, future tense. Okay, 过去式, 现在式, 未来式. Okay? All right, so pay attention. And the tense will be on the question. If you read the question, you'd see that the tense is there. Okay? All right, so this is your part 3s. You've got 2 pages of pictures. So what do we do? What are the skills? What do we need to remember when we are doing this part of the test, part 3? Number 1, look at both pages, the pictures. Okay? You need to see what these are. They also give you words next to the pictures. Okay, and these are your answers. You need to write down what they are, but you can only write after you read the question. You need to know, are these what questions? Are these who questions? Are these where questions? What's the question? Before you write. You need to know if you're writing a thing, a place, a person. What are you writing? So read the question first. Okay, so we had a look at the pictures. It says rulers, a guitar, a photo, a rubber. What is rubber? Okay, rubber is England's word for eraser. You should know this. Okay, you've got homework and a jacket. Okay, now we need to read the question. The question is saying, where? It's a where question. That means these are all places. Or they can be location words. What's location words? In, on, under, next to, in front of, behind something. Okay? So we need to know what these are. So it says, where must? Where must Jack put these things? Okay, where must he put them? So he's going to put them somewhere. What tense is it? It's future. He didn't put them yet. He's waiting for the teacher to tell him. Okay, so these are future tense. Okay. What else did we say about this part? What do we need to pay attention to? Okay, you need to pay attention to negative words. What's negative words? Words like can't, couldn't, isn't, wasn't, but, no, sorry. Okay, those are your no words, the negative words. Or like but will change a meaning. It turns it around. Okay, so you've got to pay attention to that. The other thing is location words. I just said to you location words: in, on, under, next to, behind, between, in front of, at the top of, at the bottom, under or below, above. Okay? Those are words you have to know. You also need to pay careful attention to the tense and who is starting the conversation. Okay? That is important. All right. So, you got this? Before we start, you are going to take 2 minutes to write down what these are. Okay? And I will give you answers for this one later. But first we're going to do this one. So, you have 2 minutes. Okay? Quickly write it down. You can stop the video if you want and write it down. Here, just write down under what they are. Two minutes. Okay, if you are finished, we will continue. Check that your answers are correct. What was A? What's A? A is door. So just write door. Keyword is door. What's B? What is that? Cupboard. Yes, B is a cupboard. What is C? Okay, teacher's desk. It's a teacher's desk. Teacher's desk. Okay, D. What is D? It's a computer table. It's a computer table. Computer table. Computer table. Make sure your spelling is correct. Okay? What is E? Okay, that's just a chair. Okay? Chair. F. Window. Window. What's G? Bookcase. Bookcase. Bookcase is one word. One word. And what's H? Clock. Okay, clock. Okay, so these are key words. You need to listen for these words in your conversation. All right? So I'm going to zoom in, go and check it carefully. Make sure your spelling is correct. Yes. Okay, let's go check it out again. Okay, you've got A, door, B, cupboard. Okay, cupboard. You've got C, teacher's desk. Teacher's desk. D, computer table. Computer table. E is a chair. Okay, this is easy. F is a window, also easy. Okay. And G is bookcase, another easy word. These are all starter vocabulary. And H is a clock. Okay? All right? Okay. So, you know what those places are. Now we need to listen for the location words. Like, what does it say? Would it say on the cupboard, in the cupboard, under the cupboard? Your location words. Okay? We know the places. All these places are in a classroom. But where in the classroom? So, you need to find out what things, these things, go where. Okay? So you need to put your ABC answers in the squares. I will give you the correct words here, so you need to write, okay, correction next to these words. Okay? Are you finished? Did you correct this? Okay, I'm erasing the board. Okay, all right, are you ready? We are now starting the CD. Pay attention to the conversation. Okay, this is a conversation between two people, and you always need to listen to what the first person is saying. Told you if it's a question, the next person has to answer the question. Okay, so you need to listen carefully. All right? We're doing the example first. Remember, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pictures here. 8 answers. But here you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 is example. So you only have 5 questions. So some pictures, you might not be your answer. So be careful. Okay, told you, listen for words like sorry, but, no, can't, couldn't, didn't, the negative words. Okay? All right, you ready? Let's listen to the CD. Okay, we're doing the example first. Okay, whoa. Okay.
Listen and look. There is one example. Jack is helping his teacher. Where must Jack put these things? That was a busy day in our classroom. Now, I need to put these things in the right places. Can you help me, Jack?
Yes, I like helping.
Thanks. Do you see those rulers? You drew your maps with them.
Yes, I've got them.
Can you please put them by the window?
Okay.
Okay? So, who's in the conversation? A boy and a woman. Okay? Who's the boy? Boy's name is Jack. Who's the woman? The woman is his teacher. Okay. Here's the question you are answering. You have only one question for all the pictures. Here's your question. It says, where must Jack put these things? Put these things. Where must he put them? Okay. And it says, Jack is helping his teacher. Jack is helping his teacher, so where must he put these things? Okay? So what's the conversation? Jack is talking to his teacher who starts this conversation. I told you, always listen to the first person's voice. Okay? Who starts this conversation? Was it Jack or his teacher? Okay, it was his teacher. The woman starts, and this is what she says. She says, oh, that was a busy day in our classroom. Busy. Do you know what is busy? Yes, that was a busy day in our classroom. Now, I need, remember the teacher is talking. She says, now I need to put these things in the right places, in the correct places. Do you know what is correct or right place? Place is defang, place, in the right place. Okay? And then she asks Jack a question. I told you whenever somebody asks a question, the other person has to answer the question. She asks Jack, can you help me, Jack? Can you help me, Jack? Jack has to answer this question. What does he say? He says, yes, I like helping. I like helping. And so the teacher says, thanks. And then she tells him, do you see those rulers? Rulers, where are the rulers? Jacket, homework, rubber, photo, rulers. Rulers. Do you see those rulers? It's a question. And then she says, you drew your maps with them. What is drew? Past tense for draw. Maps. What is maps? Yes, you know it's a map. Okay. You drew your maps with them. T2. Maps. Right? And Jack says, yes, I've got them. I've got them. I've got the rulers. And the teacher says, well, can you please put them by the window? Put them by the window. And Jack says, okay. By the window. So where do you see the window? Yes, can you see that? The window? Yes? What's your answer? Answer's F. There's the window. We have window written here, right? So, F. There's your answer, F. So where you have rulers, write down by. Location where it is by the window. By the window. Your example. Example. Rulers. Okay, you have a line. You don't need to write rulers. You have rulers in your book. You just write it next to or you write it under. By the window. By the window. By the window. Okay? Let me give you some vocabulary. Okay, you have busy, need to, right place, drew, past tense for draw, map, what is map? D2, yes. Put and by the window. Have a look at your vocabulary. Okay? All right. So put that down for the example. So we know F is finished. So take your pencil and put an X on F. We finished this. We're not looking at F again. We're looking at A, B, C, D, E, G, H. No F. We finished with F. Okay? All right. We're now doing number 1.
Can you see the letter F? Now you listen and write a letter in each box. 1.
It was fun when we went outside to skip today.
Yes, it was, but then it rained.
Here's your jacket. It isn't wet now.
How about putting it on my chair?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, so who started this conversation? Was it Jack or the teacher? Okay, it was Jack. The boy starts and he says, it was fun. So exciting, so interesting. It was fun when we went outside to skip. Skip, what is skip? Jump rope, skip, skipping rope. Skip is the verb. So he says it was fun when we went outside to skip today. And the teacher says, yes, it was, but, but then it rained. It rained. And Jack says to her, well, here's your jacket. Here's your jacket. Okay, whose jacket is this? The teacher's jacket. Jack is telling her, here's your jacket. Okay, and he says to her, it isn't wet now. Keyword now. That means it was wet before. It's not wet now. It's dry. So he says, here's your jacket. It's not wet now. And the teacher says, well, how about putting it on my chair? Putting it on my chair. And Jack says, okay. And the teacher says, thanks. So there's the jacket. What are we looking for? A chair. Can you see the chair? Yes? There's it here. So your answer is E. But where are we putting this? Under the chair? Next to the chair? Where? On. Location word. On. Okay? So where you have jacket, in this square, what do you have? What's your letter? Your letter is E. E will go in this square. E. Okay? And where is it? On the chair. On the chair. So number one, you have jacket. On the chair. On the chair, this chair, C-H-A-I-R, chair. On the chair. And what's the answer for this one? Yes, you should have E. E. Where you have the square E. And please let it be capital E, all the big ABCs. Okay? Capital. All right? That was easy. Okay? Did you write this down? On the chair. Okay? So we are finished with E and F. We are finished with these two pictures, so they are out. We don't look at them now. We're looking at A, B, C, D, G, H. And jacket is finished. So we have guitar, photo, a rubber, and homework. That's what you're listening for. Okay? All right, let's listen to question number 2.
Did you enjoy singing today?
Yes, we were very loud.
We can practice again tomorrow. But now, can you put the guitar behind the door?
Is it safe there?
Not really. It's safer in the cupboard. Please put it there.
Okay, did you hear that? Yes? Okay, what are they talking about? Who starts this conversation? Was it Jack or the teacher? Okay, the teacher spoke first and she asks a question. So it makes it very easy when they ask a question. Okay, she asks, did you enjoy singing today? She's talking to Jack. She asks Jack, did you enjoy singing today? It's a question. Jack has to answer this question. Okay? And he says, yes. Yes. We were very loud. I said, loud. We were very loud. And the teacher says, we can practice. Practice again tomorrow. We can practice again tomorrow. Do you know what is practice? Yes. Practice the guitar or practice the piano. Practice singing. Okay, I'll give you vocabulary. Oh, I didn't give you vocabulary for number 1, right? Okay, we'll do it together, 1 and 2 together. Okay, she says we can practice again tomorrow, but now, can you put the guitar behind the door? Can you put the guitar, where's the guitar? Can you put the guitar behind the door? Where's the door? Can you put the guitar behind the door? It's a question. And I hope you listened carefully to this one. I told you, do not put an answer until you listen to all the conversation. Okay. Teacher asks Jack, she says, can you put the guitar behind the door? And Jack answers with another question. He asks her, he's a smart boy. He's a smart boy. He asks her, is it safe there? Anchian, safe. Is it safe there? Another question. The teacher has to answer this one. What does the teacher say? The teacher answers, she says, not really. Not really. What does not really mean? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's safe there. And then she thinks about it and she says, it's safer. Safer. Remember we did this word? Big, bigger, biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. Safe, safer. When you're looking at 2 things, it's safer. When you're looking at many things, safest. Okay? She says it's safer in the cupboard. Please put it in there. Uh-oh. Where do we put the guitar? Should we put the guitar behind the door or in the cupboard? What's your answer? Answer is in the cupboard. Where's the cupboard? There's the cupboard. Answer is B. B. So where you have guitar, you should have B. Okay? B. All right. Let me give you vocabulary before I forget. All right. You've got for number 1 and number 2. You got a lot of vocabulary. Okay, fun, skip, jacket, wet, enjoying, sing, Loud, practice again. Guitar, behind, not really. Safer, cupboard. Okay? You can have a look and you can take a screenshot of this. Do you know what's a screenshot? Take the screenshot now. There we go. Take the screenshot. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay? Okay. So, what's the answer? Your answer is B. Answer is B. So, where you have guitar, number 2, guitar. Where do we put it? Where does Jack need to put this? Where does he need to put it? Yes, in the cupboard. In the cupboard. Okay, put it in the cupboard. What's the answer for cupboard? B. So where you have your square, write B. Capital B. Gotcha. Okay? All right. Let's do number 3. So what are we finished with? We finished with E, we finished with F, we finished with D. So we have A, C, D, G, and H. But how many answers do we have here? We only have 3 left. We finished rulers, we finished guitar, we finished jacket. We're doing photo, rubber, and homework now. Okay? So let's listen to this one.
You wrote a great story today.
I made lots of mistakes.
That's okay.
And I needed a rubber. I've got it here.
Put it on my desk, please. No, sorry. It can go on top of the bookcase.
I hope you were careful. I hope you listened to all the conversation. Okay? Who starts this conversation? Was it Jack or the teacher? Okay? It was the teacher, and she says to Jack, you wrote is past tense for write. She says, you wrote a great story today. So they were writing stories. And she says to Jack, you wrote a very good story today. And Jack says, I made lots of mistakes. What's mistakes? He did something wrong. So he has to erase. It's a mistake. He made a mistake, so he corrected his mistake. He says, I made lots of mistakes. And the teacher says, oh, that's okay. That's okay. And Jack says, and I needed a rubber. Rubber. What is rubber? Rubber. Eraser. America says eraser. England says rubber. Where's the rubber? Okay, can you see that? Rubber. He says, I needed a rubber. I've got it here. I've got it here. Okay? And the teacher tells him, and listen carefully to this one because this is not so easy. She says, put it on my desk, please. Put it on my desk, the teacher's desk. Where is the teacher's desk? Put it on my desk, please. Okay, but the conversation is not finished, so listen to the end. First she says, put it on my desk, please. And then what does she say? She says, no, sorry. Negative word. No. Sorry. Sorry. It can go on top of the bookcase. It can go on top of the bookcase. So where does the rubber go? Does it go on the teacher's desk or does it go on top of the bookcase? Goes on top of the bookcase. The teacher said, put it on my desk, and then she said, no, sorry. That means she made a mistake. Don't put it on her desk. She says, put it on top of the bookcase. So where's the bookcase? G. So where you see rubber, what goes into the square? Yes? G. G. Okay, let's give you some vocabulary so you know. You've got mistake, rubber, on top of. Look at the word mistake. Mistake. Jack made lots of mistakes in his story today, but the teacher said that's okay. He needed to use the rubber. But where does he put the rubber? On top of. Yes, on top of. Can you see that? On top of the bookcase. Do you know what's a bookcase? Yes, it's a little cupboard for books. You can see it in G. Okay? So where you have rubber, on top of bookcase, on top of the, you can write the, or no the is okay, the book case, on top of the bookcase. What's your answer? Answer is G. So your square, you should have G. Okay? All right? We are moving on to question number 4. Question number 4. We've got 2 things left. What do we have? We have a photo and homework. And how many pictures do we have? Yes? We still have A. We still have C, D, H. We have a lot. Yes? All right, let's see. What is number 4?
Do you like the photo of our class?
Yes, you took it when school started this year.
Some children saw it today, but some didn't.
I think everyone would like to see it.
Me too. Can you put it over there, under the clock, please?
Yes.
Did you hear that? Yes? What are they talking about? The photo. The photo. Okay? So who starts this conversation? Was it the teacher or Jack? Okay, the teacher starts this conversation and she asks Jack a question. She asks him, do you like the photo of our class? Do you like the photo of the class? It's a question Jack has to answer. What does he say? He says, yes. Yes. And then he tells the teacher, you took it when school started this year. When school started, when all the children went back to school for the new year, the teacher took the photo of the class. Okay, so Jack says to her, you took it when we started school this year. And the teacher says, some children saw it today. Some children saw this photo today, but, keyword, but some did not. Some didn't. Some children saw it and some children did not see it. So, Jack says, I think everyone would like to see it. I think everyone would like to see it. And the teacher says, me too. And she asks Jack, she says, can you put it over there? Can you put it over there? Where? Can you put it over there under the clock, please? Under the clock, please. And Jack says, yes. So where's the clock? Can you see the clock? Put it under the clock. Okay? Let's look at the vocabulary. Okay, you just have photo and start. Okay, 2 words, photo and start, that's easy. So I'll give you vocabulary together later. So what do we have? We have photo. And where do we put the photo? Under the clock. Under the clock. Under the clock. What's your answer? What's your answer for the photo? Under the clock, what is that? H. Your answer is H. H. Okay? And the last one, number 5. Number 5, what are we left with? Homework. Okay, where do we put the homework?
I meant to give it back to everyone today. I must do that tomorrow.
Where would you like it now?
Can you think of a good place?
How about the computer table?
Yes, thank you, Jack.
Okay, homework. Where do we put the homework? Who starts the conversation? Was it the teacher or Jack? Okay, it was Jack. And he says to the teacher, look, here's our homework. And the teacher says, oh dear. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. I meant to give it back. I meant to give it back to everyone today. I wanted to give it back to the students today. That means the teacher marked the homework and she wanted to give it back to her students. So she says, oh dear. It's like, oh, I forgot. Oh dear, I meant to give it back to everyone today. I must do that tomorrow. She wants to give it to them tomorrow. So she says, I must do that tomorrow. And then Jack asks her, well, where do you like to put it now? Where would you like it now? And the teacher thinks about it and says, can you? She asks Jack. She asks Jack a question. She says, can you think of a good place? Can Jack think of a good place? So she says, can you think of a good place? And Jack thinks and he says, how about the computer table? How about the computer table? Where's the computer table? How about the computer table? In that way, you won't forget. The teacher won't forget. You can see it's there. So he says, how about the computer table? And the teacher says, yes. Thank you, Jack. So where does the homework go? Yes, it goes on D, on the computer table. The computer table. Okay, here's your vocabulary. Take your screenshot now. Second screenshot. Take it now. She says, oh dear, I meant to give it to them, must and think. Take your second screenshot. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay? Okay. So what's your answer? Number 5 is homework. Where does he put it? On the computer table. On the computer table. On the computer table. What's the answer? Answer is D. Answer is D. Okay, did you correct? Okay, we'll zoom in and you can check your answers. Make sure your spelling is correct. Okay? All right, let's do the example first. You've got rulers by the window. Okay, by the window. Then number 1, jacket on the chair. And what's the answer? E. Okay. Number 2, you have guitar. Where's the guitar? In the cupboard. Yes, it's not behind the door, it's in the cupboard. And so was B. Number 3 is rubber. Okay, and where's the rubber? On top of the bookcase. What's the answer? G. G. Okay. Number 4 is photo. Where's the photo? Is under the clock. Under the clock. What's your answer? H. Okay. And the last one is homework. Homework. Where's the homework? Homework is on the computer table. What's the answer? D. D. Okay, did you get that? All right. Okay, make sure you've checked spelling. Everything is corrected. You need to take a picture of page 50 and 51 because you did writing on 2 pages. So give me 2 pages. Yes. Okay. I will be testing the vocabulary. So you have an activity for vocabulary that we did today. There's quite a lot. So you have a lot to study before you do the activity. Okay. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. So you will see me again in the next lesson. Okay, take care of yourselves and bye.